Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Life Issue. Thank you so much for joining me this evening on another trending news topic that I want to talk about. Now, I don't know if you guys know about the story of the nurse that was killed. I think it was early this morning because they just found her body this morning. Now, this is a young girl that just finished her nursing and midwifery school. She went out to celebrate. Well, apparently, it was 2 days ago that she had her graduation, and her mom came all the way from Port Harcourt to witness this. Now, I don't know why people would actually kill someone else, and for whatever reason they do that. But this story actually touched me because as of yesterday, from what friends were saying, she was on Instagram, video talking to them. She was having fun in a nightclub and she was actually celebrating her graduation. Now, there is nothing wrong with, I've read a lot of comments and everything. This girl was just she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the police are still investigating what happened, so we don't actually have the whole detail of what has happened, who she was with. But from what we are getting, she went out with her friends. Now, if they met anybody or people there while they were in the club, we don't know yet. The story is still unfolding. But the one thing that we know is that her friends are saying that she just went out to the club in Ibadan, and the next morning they found her lifeless body without her womb. Now, the club itself have put out a disclaimer. They've said there is, this kind of thing has never happened in their club before, and they are going to be working with the police and the government to find out what has happened. And I'm like, this is far too much. Okay, what is going on in our society? What is the value of a human life? I mean, I'm aware that things are hard. I know that things are very, very hard. People are suffering. Some people can't even afford a basic 3 square meal. I mean, even if they just even say Gary, they're not able to afford that. But why take the life of another person just because you want to make your own life better? Can you imagine this life taken after she has actually finished her nursing career? She's a qualified nurse. Her parents did not even eat the fruit of her labor, and she was taken in such careless, oh my God. Why her womb? I mean, this is something that we have seen is been happening, and nothing is being done, and it's as if like women are being left to their fate in Nigeria. And why women? Why is it like it's always their womb, their breast, their private part? Is there something about women that makes their own, the gods always ask for them? I don't know what is going on. We're not safe. I mean, as being a woman, you cannot even be in a relationship. Let's talk about this man that actually killed his ex. I don't know if you guys know the story. You can't even be in a relationship because this girl went out. She must have gone out with people that she know. She must have gone to meet someone. She must have been in that club with people that she's actually aware of or she knows, and then we can't find her anymore. This person that she must have gone out with, who could be her boyfriend or someone she met, we don't know the whole story. But why take someone else? I don't even care what, people that are talking about why did she go to the club? Why would she go to the club? What kind of stupid question is that? Why would she know she's celebrating how many years of reading, suffering? Of course, she wants to let her head down. Is that an excuse for a life to be taken? But let's even talk about this guy. I don't know if you guys know the story. His ex-girlfriend came to his house. I'm going to play what he has to say. This Bankole, his ex-girlfriend came to his house and he killed her. And when I watched his video, I could not see any remorse in him. Nothing. There was no atom of it was a calculated, premeditated murder. He knew what he was doing. Now, if you don't know the story, I'm going to play this guy's confession, what he had to say to the police. And while he's saying what he's saying, look at his body movement, the way he's talking. It's as if he knows that he's going to get away with it, or he's working with people that will set him free after. Just watch this guy, what he had to say, so that you understand what I'm talking about. Listen.
You and the deceased.
The deceased on Saturday, she called me. Bankole.
You are from where?
I'm from Akure.
What is your occupation?
My occupation is I'm a football coach.
Where?
Trinity Bankole Sport Academy.
What happened between you and the deceased?
The deceased on Saturday, she called me that she need my help because I've been helping her for a long time. Anytime she's in need of money, be my ex, and I asked her to come to my daddy's house, and the moment she got there, I offered Coke. I went to go and buy Coke too. I bought two. She's not even drink the Coke when she slumped, and when she slumped, I was scared. Don't know what to do. So, and that's made me to take some, after decision or that I take.
What decision did you? What decision did you take?
Okay, decisions I did that. First, I was thinking I pour her hot water. Yes, pour hot water with the hope that she will wake up. Because I was
with your knowledge as a coach.
Yes, sir.
I know that we know at least first stage.
Yes.
If somebody slump, is hot water is the normal thing to pour?
Yes, sir. I'll give out the cold water because I was thinking maybe it's giving. Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, of course. I first give out cold water.
Answer the question.
Yeah, okay. The question
is the hot water was the right thing to do to pour on the person that slumped? The answer is either yes or no.
No.
Okay, apart from that one,
yes.
Apart from that one, why did you tie the legs and the hand?
Thank you, sir. It's like when the whole thing has happened, and I was very scared, doesn't know what to do again. I'm the one that tied the legs. Then I also cut it. I thought maybe I can go and put it somewhere because I was scared.
Okay, when you scared, yes. Why did you open the stomach? You dissect the stomach and you remove the intestine. To do what and why?
Sir.
You didn't cut any other part than the intestine and the private part.
Yes, because I wanted to cut into so I can put it inside bags. So I did not.
Somebody that's scared about somebody died, can that person open the stomach of somebody and remove the intestine?
Sir, it's because I was very scared, I was perplexed, and I was afraid of the police. So
okay.
That is what I wanted.
You guys heard him. He was scared. He was scared. He poured hot water on someone that just slumped. Let's even say that the woman slumped, yeah? You poured hot water on someone that slumped. Because you were scared. You did not raise an alarm. You did not call out. You did not ask for help. You did not call your neighbors. You did not even shout. You went to boil. You know how long it takes for you to boil hot water? You boil the hot water, carried it from your kitchen to the sitting room where she was. Yeah? I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just thinking. You poured it on her. For her to do what? For her to, to cook like chicken, or for her to be peeled. I don't get it. Not only that, he now went ahead to dissect her pride. He takes her, oh my God, the callousness in human minds? What is going on? You know the way he was calling it, put it. You're calling your ex-girlfriend body it. Throughout that whole conversation, he did not even call the girl's name. He did not even call, there was no remorse. He was rolling his eyes. It was as if he has already cooked up what he's going to say. He has already planned it. Is it the wickedness in our country? We cannot in any way overlook it and think that the government, they are just the only problem. We are also part of the problem. Even Sodom and Gomorrah did not do up to what we are doing. Our own worse. When we don't care about human beings, when human lives is no more anything to us, we don't even care. Can you imagine this girl's life lost to ritualists? Her womb taken. And this guy killed his own girlfriend and took her private parts and her intestine. And he's telling us that we should believe his coke and bull story. We are callous. We are wicked. And funny enough, I wish these people that are doing this should go and ask the people that have done the same thing that they are doing. They will know that some of these things that they call ritualist, it does not work the way they think. It's actually perpetual bondage. They will ask you for somebody that is close to you. They will ask you for your mother. They will ask you for your father. They'll ask you for your children. You don't end. Once you start, you must continue. Baba must get sacrificed every year. How many souls are you willing to take? How callous, how demonic can you become? The lives of others becomes like what? Cattle, cow to you, just because you want to be rich. I don't know the kind of churches that people go to, or the kind of mosques that people go to, and the kind of things that are being preached. Why is it our heart has become so, I don't know how to darken and wicked that we don't even hear any word of any religion that we believe in? I know some people talk about, people going back to their roots. If this is what going back to culture is, count my hands off it. This is not culture. And I don't think our forefathers ever did what is happening now. And the worst part is that the government are not talking about this. And this is not about tribe. Something. I've had so many people trying to pin a. It's not about tribe. It's all around Nigeria. Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Europe, all of them are into this. So, and until we remove tribe out of it, remove bigots out of it, remove trying to point finger, and have our police actually deal with this madness that's happening in our society, we will not move forward. We won't move forward. This is the gospel truth. This girl's life is gone just because she's a woman, just because babas are collecting women's private parts. This man has sacrificed his own ex-girlfriend just because babas are asking for girls' private parts. Why is it not men? Is it that men are condemned, or they have used themselves so much that Baba does not want male? Why is that the penis is not working for the ritual? Why must it be a woman's womb, a woman's breast, a woman's private parts? What did women do to you guys that you guys can actually abuse them at home, dehumanize them, maltreat them, and also use them as commodity? They have become sheep now, or goats, that you cut their private parts and go and sacrifice at the altar of whatever God that you guys want to make you rich. We are now commodities. May God save us. This girl was at the wrong place at the wrong time. May her soul rest in perfect peace. I mean, condolence to her parents, because this is heartbroken for you to send your child through school. She has graduated, about to be somebody, and her life is taken by wicked and unreasonable men. See, Nigerian police, they can investigate and investigate. This life is gone, is gone. And one thing about Nigerian police, when they start an investigation that they actually want to get the head of, they will get there. But she's gone. And it's so every week there's a sad story like this, another life taken, another private part open, another. For how long are we going to be hearing this? Who is going to come and save the female folks in Africa? It's not just happening in Africa, it's happening around the world. Just that the way this happens in that is like almost, there's no closure. There's no closure. Most times the culprits are not actually apprehended. That's the worst part of it. At least if someone comes to the UK, my house, and does that, at least I'm very, very sure that the Met Police will get that person. The person will serve his life. But most times, what happens is this case comes too often and nothing happens. We don't get to see the end of the story, and we don't get to see who did it when they apprehended. Most times, not all the time. And this is why this thing keeps happening until the Senate puts out a legislative that will stop this death penalty for all ritualists, for any ritual activity, for any killing of anybody. A life for a life. Until this is done, this will continue. It must be a life for a life. If you are man enough to want to kill another person, then if you are caught, your life should not be spared. That's my take on this story. She's gone, they are gone, but something needs to be done. We need to use our constitution, our law, tighten up these loopholes, because I think some of them are getting away with it. And that's why this keeps happening. Father will sacrifice their children. Mother will sacrifice their husband and their children. Husband will sacrifice their wife. Children will sacrifice their parents and their own siblings. And it becomes a vicious cycle. It keeps going and going, and nothing is being done. And we call them Yahoo Yahoo. And we're happy and we're celebrating them. And people come to our life and we don't ask them their source of wealth. We don't want to know. We're blinded by greed. It's all about sudden gratification. We just want to be, we just want that moment. Just to have that moment of having money. But it always ends in tears. I hope this guy, I hope he gets life sentence. Bankole, I hope he doesn't come out of this. And for Niyi, Omoniyi, may her soul rest in perfect peace. Guys, we all need to be very, very careful out there. We need to be very, very vigilant. The world has become darker. The days have become actually very, very gloomy. We cannot trust anybody. Please, always be on your guard. Don't ever let your guard down. Don't ever. This life is taken all for nothing. And I bet you the person that actually took it might even not be able to get the money that they want. May her soul rest in perfect peace. This is my take on this story. We need to be very careful. It's becoming darker every day. People are desperate. People are hungry. People will do anything for money. That's my take on this.